The menopause is often associated with hot flushes and mood swings, but did you know that these hormonal fluctuations can lead to a higher incidence of back pain? Estrogen plays an important role in maintaining skeletal health, promoting the activity of bone-building cells, helping to slow the breakdown of bones, and a drop in estrogen can result in a higher incidence of osteoporosis, especially after menopause. Falling estrogen can also result in lower levels of vitamin D, which is essential for bone health, as it's required by the body to effectively absorb calcium. These changes result in a reduced range of mobility, or in existing back pain becoming more severe. So what can be done? Well, first of all, get out into the sun. Now that summer is upon us, it's much easier to reach recommended levels of vitamin D. If you're worried about skin damage, you don't have to sit in the sun for hours on end to reap the benefits. Studies have shown that just 15 minutes of direct sun exposure on bare skin is plenty to get enough vitamin D for the day. Probably about 40% of your skin should be exposed to get the right amount of vitamin D, and ideally 2 or 3 times a week at least. Also, eat foods rich in vitamin D, such as oily fish like mackerel and salmon, as well as eggs, steak, mushrooms, and whole milk and full-fat yogurt. Not only are they rich in vitamin D, they're ideal for upping your calcium levels too, which will strengthen your bones and help guard against osteoporosis. If you're on a dairy-free or vegan diet, good alternatives include soybeans, almonds, seaweed, and all the green vegetables, which are high in calcium and vitamin D. However, it's worth noting that these foods are harder to reach the recommended dose because you've got to eat so much of them. If you drink plant-based milk, opt for one that's fortified with vitamin D. Try a supplement if you're worried and you're not getting enough vitamin D through sunlight or food, and a good quality liquid supplement is really helpful. It's ideal for improving bone health, especially if it's combined with vitamin K2, which helps utilization. Also, get involved in strength training. This can help bone deterioration over time, and by building bone, it helps to protect against fractures. It doesn't have to involve lifting heavy weights. In fact, it's a good idea to start small with resistance bands and work your way up to more challenging lifting. Back pain is very common in menopausal people, and it's easily managed. If you'd like some help with your back pain, book in for an appointment here with us at Sundial. We're always happy to help.